All right. Okay. All right. So I would have to continue. So we inserted this gallery and we changed the height and the width from the property tab. So to do that, because we've already created a navigation component, we'll just click navigation.height, and for the width, you do the same thing, navigation.width. So now we have our gallery. Since we are not connecting to a data source using this gallery because it's a component we're trying to build, we are just going to create a table from our navigation. So when you click on your navigation component, you'd see on the right, you have a component properties. So you have to create a new custom property. When you click that, sorry, there's a nav items. So we need our data type to be a table. Then we create. So once you do that, just click on your navigation item. And then you see this nav item function property at the top here. And on function tab, you see we have table, sample field, and all these other ones. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to rename these things. So the first thing we do is we need to get the title. The title can be like the name of your screen. So we're getting the title. So the title is going to be, in our screens, we created 3 screens. So we have home, about, text sellers, and text sellers event. So go back to components. So here would be, instead of sample text, we have home here. And the next thing would be, we are going to be looking at screen. So we're going to say target screen instead of the Boolean field thing. So the target screen. The target screen is supposed to be going to your screen. So we'll say it's going to be active app.active screen, and we do not need these other items here. So what we do, instead of trying to repeat this, we can just copy this and paste for the 2 other screens because we just want the front screen. So we do this. So we have so the next screen we have is the about textilers. About textilers. So the next one is textilers event. Textilers event. So textilers event. So you see that it's still not visible here. It's not visible on our gallery. So what you do is, in this place where they say add an item from insert pane, you just click here and add a label. So leave just one item, please. So, just arrange this. Yeah. Then we can move this to the top handle. So we have 4. So for this, you go to our screen, then click on your navigation. Click on your gallery rather. Then you scroll to your gallery items, and you see we have custom gallery samples. So we're not working with that anymore. We are working with we're supposed to be working with our navigation item. So click it from here and see navigation, dot nav item. They say we have the nav item. So we have home, about textiles, and textiles event. So that's it. So this is it now. I think we are kind of like done. Not done then. So we would need to change the color of this gallery so that it's not just plain white and all that. To do that, we go to our gallery, template view. So we have this 000. So let's just make it gray, light. So you can just do 240 for all of them. This can be one. Now we're filling the gallery. We're supposed to fill the navigation instead. So this is what we're supposed to do. Sorry. So we'll do the 240 here. So everything is like okay now. So but we still need to change color. So when you click on your screen, you need to confirm that you really clicked on something. So that's why we need to change the color of these items we have here. So in order to do that, we would go back, we'll go to our, that's when we go to our gallery view. Yeah, so this is it. So we'd say if an item is selected, if this item is selected, let it turn to white. If not, let it remain gray. So close this and let it remain gray. So we'll go back, we're going back to our screen now. So when we could get to your screen, the way we inserted these items, that's what we're going to do again. So what we did was we went to our custom and we clicked on my header, but now we're clicking on navigation. So you see where it is, just drag it down. Then you do the same thing for the other screens. And then for the other screen. Okay, what did I do? So this, yeah. So when we play this screen, let's play this. You see that it's on this screen because this is active screen. Then you see this. You see that once you select on any of the items, the color changes, but nothing is happening yet. So what we are going to do now is we are just going to insert like items in these screens. So in our home screen, we can say insert a label. We'll insert a label and just say welcome. Let's say welcome to text elastic type. We can change the color. Um, make this semi-bold. We'll just centralize it here. So we've done this. Then we go to about screen and insert another label. And let's say about spiders. Okay. So I just really want the item to be on each screen. So in case this thing starts working. So this is another one, insert another label. So this would be stars event. Okay. So we've done this. Yeah. Yeah. So we go back to a component and we're going to be selecting this. So what we want now is anytime we click on any of these buttons or these items, it should navigate directly to a screen. So because now if you look at this now, you see that this is text sellers event. When you click on your home screen, it's still showing you this. When you click here, it's showing you the same thing all through. So we want it to be that when you click on, where is this? What is coming up? So I want it to be when you click on each screen, so on our home screen we have welcome to text sellers deep dive. On this we have about text sellers, and on this we have this. Okay. So we'll go back here and we'll say,
We can hear you, Amara.
sorry, can you hear me now? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you both.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So who else? Okay, Pelumi, can you hear me? Rachel? Okay, so now we're going back to, we'll go back to our component screen and we'll go to the unselect of our gallery. So yeah, you see that it's saying false. So we want it to be true. So once it's true, we want to navigate. So we'd say we're navigating to our target screen. So is this item the target screen? Oh, why did it come up? So this item the target screen, and then you can just put your screen transition. Let's just say fade. Okay. So when we go back here and we try to run again, so this is home, this is text, it's still doing the same thing. It's not doing what we want it to do. We'll go back here, we'll go back to our component screen. And Now we have to go to our navigation table. So this is that nav item that we created initially. We'll go back here. So if you look at our functions, you see that all the target screens are showing app.active screen. So the active screen we have now is like the active screen showing now is the home screen. So that is the one with the welcome to Textilers deep dive. So let's run this again, so I'll show you. So when you come here, it's the same thing. So now we are going to change it from that to, so we're changing our app screen, but we'll not be changing it here. We'll be changing it here. So you know we inserted our navigation already. So when you click on your navigation, you go to your nav item and then change this. So now this is not going to be app screen anymore. It's going to be home. And this would not be active screen anymore. So this is about text. This is about textiles. So it's going to be about textiles. Then the last one would now be textiles event. Yeah. So instead of repeating this on all of the navigations, you can just copy this one and then go to all navigations. So this is the second navigation, nav item, then paste, and we go to the last screen, navigation, nav item, and this. So let's go back here and let's say if this works. So we click this, it says welcome to Textilers deep dive. Then when you click this, it says about Textilers. Then when you say Textilers event, you see Textilers event. So if we add pictures and every other thing in this screen, you would actually notice the difference. But now we just text, so hopefully it's more, you can see what I'm trying to talk about. So we have home, welcome to Textilers. Then we have about. But if you notice something that navigation, this color is changing in the wrong screen. So you see that in the home now it's changing, it's not showing, okay, it's actually showing this, but when you go to about the active screen color is showing in home instead of the about. So now we're going to look at this. So we're going to go back to our component screen, and under navigation, we're going to be creating a new custom property. So this property is going to be the current screen. So current screen. So that's all, just click create. So we have current screen. So when we now go to our template field, so this is under gallery. Our template field under gallery this time around. When you go there, you see that it says when this item, so if this item is selected, it should be white. If not, it should be gray. But now we are changing it. So if this item is equal to the title, so we know we have three screens. So the name of the three screens are like they are the titles. So if this item dot title, I mean item dot title it's equal to navigation. Equal to navigation dot current. So we're saying dot current screen. It should be white. If not, it should turn to gray. So we've done this here. So when we go back to our screens, you notice that because we've added a navigation. When you go to your navigation, you would see, you come here, you see that you have current screen. So your current screen now would no longer be equal to text. To be equal to the name of your screen, like the screen you're on presently. So let's say I'm on the home screen now. Yeah, this is the home. Okay, now this is about. This is about. This is about textiles. About textiles. Yeah. So you change this. You change that. So we've done that for textiles. So we're going to be doing for home. So you come to your navigation, then go to your properties bar at the top. Select current screen, then change this to home. And go to the last screen. So this is the textiles event. Then you come down to I'm supposed to click on navigation. And then go to current screen. So this is textiles event. So textiles event. So when you come here and you click home, welcome to this. Click about textiles. Should I light? I don't know why it's not highlighting. But this one is okay. So textiles event is highlighting. This is not highlighting. Let's see what's wrong. What did we do wrong?
I think you have a space when you were typing about textiles.
Yeah, okay. So we've sorted that out. So we have home. So you see that it's now navigating to the correct screen and the active screen icon is showing on the active screen. So we have about textiles. Thank you very much. Then we have textiles event. So this is how you create your header and your side navigation. So there are also other ways of doing this. But this is kind of my method of doing this. So I think so. Except we want to add images. Do we have questions and any other thing? Hello, do we have questions?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Rachel. Good morning.
Okay, please, I have a question. Is it compulsory that to change the height, is it compulsory that you must use for the component, is it compulsory that you must use the height of the screen to be able to work on the component's height?
No, it's not. We actually have like there's actually a standard what I call it, a standard height and width. So for it we have it's a 1366 and 640. So either 1366 and 640 or 7 something. So that's like it. But this was kind of, so it's not compulsory you do that. You can just use that. You can go instantly. So you can go to your component. Let's say you want to create a new component. So this is it now. You can just come to your site here and do this. So you see it's changed already. So if you want like let's say you want it to be smaller or something, you want the height to be smaller, you can just reduce it here. So you don't have to do those 20 other methods. You understand? So you can do this
Yes.
for you can do this for your components, both for your header and for your navigation.
Okay, please, I have another question.
Okay.
So you talked about being able to use components for other apps. So
Yes.
if I want to use this particular component that you built in this app, how will I use it for another app? Am I
Okay,
going
so
to export it?
yeah, let me save this. Sure, of course, I can show you how to do that. Okay. So you can either share it with the person you want to share it with. So let's say Amalola is around. Let's say Amalola. Yeah. You can share it with her. So she's the co-owner. So if she wants to work on it, she can like to work on it. Or you can let's close this. Okay, it's the same. Okay, so this I'm supposed to go back to. So, or you can come to your home screen. Sorry. Come to your home screen. So, you can come to your home screen. You go to insert. Under, you see import component. So this is how the component is worked on. I've worked on. So this is if you want to use someone else's own, like the person has shared with you, or you can just export it so that when you export it, that's when the other person would import it. So it says your file is ready, download. So this is my deep dive. It's on my system. So I can come down here to custom again, and let's say I want to import this. So I can click on upload file. So when you do that, you see that your component is here already. It's under your downloads. Then you open. So now you see it's saying selected components were successfully imported. So I have component 2 now. So let's say my component is just my component. The one I created is my header and navigation. So this is the one I just imported. So we have component 2 and it has my header underscore 4, navigation underscore 4. So do you understand? So if I want to, so let's go back to my normal screen and say, okay, I want to use this new one. I can just add a new screen and say, okay, come back to your customs here. So you have your component too. So you say my header. So do you understand? Or let's try to use a different one. Let's say import component instead. So I have, which one should we use now? Okay, let's use this compo. Hopefully there's something there. So it's only, yes, so it's only the header. So are you saying, so this is like a different component entirely. So when I go to my screen and want to insert a different header, I can come here. So this is it. So do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
All right. So do we have any other questions, please? Any other questions? So if there's none, I think we've come to the end of today's session. So you see that we can share and we can import and export components for other people to use. And you can also use other people's components. So that's just like basically what components is about. So it's more components. So once you keep studying, you get to see other methods of creating your components, both your site navigation and your header. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Since we have no questions, I really appreciate your presence here. So this evening we're having a textiles event. I want each and every one of us to try to attend. It's by 6, and the link would be on the group chat, and I think it's also on Twitter and on LinkedIn. So Omolola wants to say something before we go.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Okay, so I just wanted to say that in addition to all that Mara's taught us today, let us check component libraries. Okay, let's go read more about component libraries and components. So when you read it, so you will know the difference between the two. And also, Rachel is going to help you with the questions of when you create a component, after you have created a component, how can I reuse this component? Okay, how can it be part of more like in my my list of components that I've built. Okay, so let's check that out. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amara.
Thank
Thank
Yeah,
you
you're
so much.
welcome. You can also watch videos too, so you know these things. All right,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you very much for attending. I really appreciate you. Have a nice day.